Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're Three Strands Homestead, and today I'd like to go over a few tips. We have goats, we have chickens, we have pigs, and I'm gonna kind of do a tip on each animal or each setup that we have. So please follow along. So, goats. What's a good tip for goats? Hay. Let's talk a little bit about hay. So, there are several different setups on how you can feed them hay, and throughout the winter months, they're going to eat a lot of hay. And so I don't know if you can see on the ground, there's a lot of hay that's being trampled on. And this is where we have failed in the past, but I really want to do probably more of a system like this. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is a cattle panel, and I just bent it basically into, well, it's not really circle, it's more of an oval, and I put some goat wire on the inside of it, because the panel itself the squares were too big, and it would waste a lot more hay. So I really need to take the goat fencing and go all the way around. And honestly, I don't know why I did not do that to begin with. I can't really remember. We've had this now for probably a year and a half. But anyway, so what some people will do, they'll take a whole round bale, and they'll put it in. They'll lay it on like a crate or a pallet, so it's off the ground, and then they'll bend the cattle panel around it and strap it, and then put a top, put like a metal tin or something like that on top of it. And I think that would do really well. I think that would really cut down on wasted hay. I have yet to try that, but I would really like to. It's just not top of the list yet. So anyway, that's a tip. Like, so if you're thinking about getting goats, or if you already have goats and you're running into the same kind of problem that we've ran into with wasting hay, and if you have goats, you're gonna waste hay. It's just going to happen, unfortunately. It's just going to happen. But there is a way to really minimize the amount that you waste. And so, and I think, I mean, if you're going to put loose hay in, I think by putting this 2x4 welded wire on the inside, I think that would really be better. So something to think about, if you already have goats, or if you're thinking about getting goats there. That's been a helpful tip for us. Now this has worked. I mean, this has worked great. But if you can see Keo over here, he has his big head through the square right there, and then Thunder, he has horns. He'll get it now. He can get his head in and out. but I will go through and line the whole inside of this, and then and really I'll kind of give a review of how that does on another video later on. We would love to get the round bells. We don't have a source for the round bell right now, so that will probably be a later video as well. All right, so that's that. If you follow me over here to the chickens. So, a few things with the chickens. I want to talk about the coop. I want to talk about the run. And I also want to talk about the material that we built the run out of, and the netting and all that good stuff. So I guess that would be part of the run. All right. So over here with the chickens. Hurry up before they run out.
Oh, no, come on, chicken.
All right. So we're trying to keep our chickens in today because we're going to be going over to a friend's house, have some good old-fashioned fellowship, Lord willing. So you probably noticed this netting above me that's ripped in many different places, because this is a really cheap netting. It's worked for several months, but it's very cheap. And we had a good amount of snow. I think we had around 8 inches of snow, and that snow just ripped this out. And it probably would have ripped, or it could have ripped some of even the thicker stuff out. They make a thicker mesh netting, and it's more of a rubber. This is like, I don't know. It's rubber. It's just a real thin rubber. But anyway, so we really like the netting because. Are y'all gonna try to get the chicken?
Yeah.
Look at him. Uh oh. Hey, Skylar. Here, come on. Go ahead and put her back in here. Sorry for the disturbance.
No, it's because I'm peanut.
So we're trying to keep our chickens in once again because we're going to fellowship tonight, or kind of earlier on in the day. We'll be leaving here around 3 o'clock, and so they won't be put up by then if we let them free range. And by having this setup right here, hey Puff, what are you doing? By having this setup right here, it allows us to be able to we'll just leave them in for today. We typically don't like doing that, and we typically don't. We let them free range. But one day, every so often, it's not going to hurt anything. And so this netting's been nice. It allows them to, well, it keeps the predators out and it keeps the chickens in. So there you have it. I would recommend putting some kind of netting over your run area. I don't know, I guess it'll differ depending on where you are, and if you have a lot of things that can get your chickens. Everything loves chicken. So we've had dogs, we've had raccoons, and we've had weasels or minks get our chickens. So we really like to take an extra whatever you want to call it, just extra measure. Goodness, I couldn't find the word. Sounds like we could kill chickens. They're trying to wrangle up some chickens that got out earlier today. Like I said, we just put this back on, and they were flying. This is 6 foot, and they're flying over the fence. So that's the netting. The coop, we recommend if you're gonna get chickens, or if you have chickens, to have a coop. I guess you could always just let them out and let them free range all the time, and they'll just be wild birds. But chances are something's probably gonna get them. And that is the last thing you want, is to have a flock of chickens that are about to start laying and then something gets them. That really stinks. And I know because it's happened to us. It's not good. So so having a coop, we have 27 chickens total. And so we have a big enough coop for all 27. We have, if you want to come on over here, it's a very, very simple coop. A lot of people have fancy stuff on them. They'll have the boxes and, you know, the laying boxes. I recommend the laying boxes. I just have not got around to putting them on here. I can be a procrastinator a little bit. We've had this thing for probably 2 years, 2.5 years, and we've moved in that 2.5 years like 3 times, and it just, I don't know, I just haven't done it. But it's been a great coop. It's very simple, just a very simple build. Why don't you show them in here? Oh, they kind of knocked it all over. This isn't like the best. This is not just the best setup, but if you can see, we have places where they can, you know, perch, and we have some over here on this side. There we go. And anyway, they like to be able to kind of perch on something at night time. It works. I'm not saying that this is the best setup. It's not the best setup. It's more difficult when we have to come in and clean it out. It's more. I would like to add another door, and I will eventually. It's one of those things, once again, just aren't on the top of the list. But it works. It's a very simple setup, and it works. It works great. This is a 4x8 area for them, so they have plenty of room. So, yeah. Having a coop, it's a necessity, I would definitely say. Having a run area of some sort. Run area, this is a 60 by 10 foot wide, 60 foot long run area. Because you want to, if they're going to be staying in a run for any amount of period of time, you want them to have a good amount of space to roam. Because if not, they will get stressed. Chickens get stressed over a lot of different things, and that's one of them. So if you have a small area but a lot of chickens, you may witness that they'll stop laying as often. And so we've just learned just having a bigger area has been very beneficial for us. So there you have it. This is our chicken area. Like I said, 60 by 10 run. We have 27 chickens total. We have 2 roosters, 25 hens. Our coop area is a 4 by 8, and it's a full sheet of plywood, 4 foot by 8 foot long. So yeah, I think you have a good idea of what a chicken run area should look like. And this isn't the only way. This is not the most efficient way, but it works. These panels right here, like this, is not very efficient to buy. Well, it really just depends on the way you look at it. We have moved so much. These panels have been a blessing. They have just been an outstanding blessing for us, because we can take this whole thing down in 20 minutes and then load it up on a trailer, and we got to run with us. And you can add on to it really easy. You can do any shape that you want to with this kind of fencing panel. And they're tall. I like how tall they are. Around here, you have to put panels around your garden, and we'll probably do something like this. They are more expensive, but in the long run, I don't know. I'll just say we like them. We really like them. So that's the tip for the chicken area. Now we're going to head over to the pigs, and I'll see you when we get over there. Before we head over to the pig area, I really wanted to show you a couple other things with the goats. So these are our mama goats, the ones that you'd witnessed earlier. Those were the bucks, and of course little Buddy there, Fat Buddy. He's a wether, so he's just more of a companion for the other two. But anyway, this is a different kind of feeder. We bought this, I believe, from Tractor Supply a couple years back. And from where? We bought that one from Orchlands? Are you sure? Okay. Well, Orchland was just bought up by Tractor Supply, so this has been a really good feeder. But there are some things I don't like about it. It's a very sturdy feeder. I would still recommend this kind of feeder. There's a couple things I'd really like to do to it. Once again, I just have not got around to doing it. I would like to add a little top to this. Keep the any feeder that you have, it's nice to, if you're out in the elements like this, to have something over their feed. It keeps the mildew down, and goats cannot have mildew or mold or any of that stuff because it will be devastating to them. So that is a tip on itself. So it's good, but they eat this stuff so fast that we don't have to worry too much about that. But still, I would like to make a cover over this, a cover over the other one, and in a later video I'll kind of show you how I end up doing that. But you can see once again that it just, no matter the feeder, they waste. With this design, they'll waste. I can go in and there are certain things I can do to limit that waste, and I will do that at some point in time. If you have any tips yourself on what I'm talking about, please let me know. Let me know your your tips and tricks and all that good stuff, please. So if you would walk with me over here. We're gonna walk over here. I want to show you something, and our goats absolutely love this. So we have, like, for baby goats, can you turn it over here? For baby goats, we have a little play thing, and they love to jump on stuff. If you have goats or you're getting goats, and if you have goats, you already know this. Some of you that don't have goats, you'll know this as well. But they love to jump and play and just have a fun time. So we have a lot of rock back here. All this rock was here when we moved here, and they love jumping around on all that stuff. And it's good for the hooves as well. Having a lot of rock like this, we don't have to clip their nails, hoof, whatever you want to call it. You don't have to clip them near as much, so because it will naturally grind them down. So that's something. And over here, I don't know if you can see back here. Maybe you can zoom in, but that pile of logs back here, they absolutely love that pile of logs. If you can make something like that right there, they will love you for it. And they just have a lot of fun jumping on that stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you before we move back to the pigs. So I'll see you back there, okay? All right, sorry, we were having some problems with we were having some some video problems, but it's okay. We're getting it all figured out. We're getting it all figured out. Maybe not all, but a little bit. So anyway, I would recommend these. I would recommend these. And what this lady did, she just had like one of those little pumps, and it just ran by 2 double D batteries, I think, and you just pump it out of there into whatever, you know, generator, or if you're putting in a 5-gallon bucket or a tractor or whatever. But I'm certainly going to give these a shot. So I wanted to at least share that with you. Follow me over here to the pigs. Over here. This is their watering system. And it's, yeah, forgive the mud. I mean, that snow really did a number. So this is the watering system. And what they'll do, they'll come over here, and they know, pigs are smart. Like, we put peanut butter, I don't know if you can see this little nipple right here. We put peanut butter on this little nipple, and they'll know, they'll press down on it and water comes out. So then they can't put their feet in their water bowl. And we're also looking for a system similar for their food. Not similar to the water, but to where they can't put their feet in it. And we know what we're looking for. But man, they get pretty expensive. So right now we're having to stick to the little rubber bowls, and it's working. But there are more efficient ways to feed and water pigs. But what we'll end up doing is we will move this this container in between the fence for the males and the girls, and then I have this try to get a good zoom in on this, but this is the nipple that I have on this thing. Gravity Flow Model 75 nipple connector kit. And you basically just put the section that is, or put the little nipple part on there, and I draw a little, you know, I trace it, I cut it out, I put it through there. This goes on the back side of it, and well, really, I don't know if you can see this blue area right here. Open this thing up. So it's very easy to work. So let's see here. This goes on the outside, so I'll take this part, okay, and I'll just draw a circle around it, you know, draw a circle around. It sticks through, and then this just goes on the back side. Get your pliers on this side and this side, tighten it up to where no water can come out. And then you get this, put you some plumber's tape, and then just screw that on like that. And at that point it's completely installed. No water will come out of it until they hit that little, see that? And then water will come out of it then. And the way that we train them to drink from this, we just put some peanut butter around it. Pigs apparently love peanut butter. So that's that. And that once they knew that there was water in that, we took any other water source out, and they remembered to come back to that and get their water. So it worked really well. Works really good. So there you have it. There's a few tips right there, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're doing what we can. We want to do more, and we want to get more in depth with what we're doing. We're just trying to really figure out a good way to do that. We're still trying to figure out exactly how to edit videos, because these videos, there's a lot of work that goes into these videos, a lot of editing, a lot of just where you didn't say the right thing, or the video stopped working, or your phone dies, or whatever the case may be. So we're really trying to figure out some things, and once we get those things figured out, we're gonna really get into doing some things, because I want to share some videos as far as, like, we want to build a lean-to. We want to do some sawmill videos and just really get into working together. We're going to have different people out here working with us, and we'll be fellowshipping and just giving testimony and praising the Lord as we're doing all of it. And that's really what this channel is about, is to show you that people can come together and live life together and do it unto God. So we really hope, and I say this after every video, we hope that you join us, and just once again, I'll say it again, I'm sure in the next video, just hang with us. We're learning as we go, as far as with the editing and everything, and I know there's a lot more things that I'm not telling y'all. There's a lot more with the chickens, so we will end up doing a more thorough video, like get into everything that we've learned with chickens, everything that we've learned with goats, everything that we've learned with pigs, and just even with our dog, like another little tip, like if we bought, we didn't buy Xana, we had Xana given to us, and she's a Blue Heeler mixed with a Great Pyrenees, and she's been a great dog, other than she likes chicken, just like everything else likes chicken, including us. So we bought this this shock collar, and it has done wonders. It works. It really, really works, as far as like training your dog to do certain things and to not do certain things. So we want to get into a lot of different videos, so please just hang with us, and if you have any tips, once again, if you have any tips that you can share with us for our homestead, or for anyone else out there, then what I'll do is, like, any good information that you give us, we will do another video on that good information, and we'll try to put it out there for y'all as well. So please share those things. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit that like button. We want y'all to receive all the content that we put out on this channel. So please do that. And if you have any friends or family that you would like to recommend, we would highly appreciate that too. And stuff like this, I didn't share this with y'all, or I didn't share the shock collar with y'all, or anything else that I'll be sharing with y'all. I don't do that because I get paid for this stuff, because I don't get paid for it. These are just good products that I like, and yeah, so I don't want anybody to think, hey man, he's trying to advertise. No, I'm not trying to advertise. It is a good product. I would recommend it. They're kind of expensive though. This thing was $22. I didn't realize how expensive that was, but it's worth it. It is worth it. Anyway, well, I will maybe not see you, because I can't really see you, but I know you can see me, and I hope you come back to the channel, and I guess we will, how can I put that? I guess you will see me then. Well, take care. Bye.